The first play we're going to go over is our 4-set baseline plays called SS, which stands for Screen the Screener. And what we're going to do is we're going to have our number 5 guy turn around and come up and set a screen for number 2. And number 2 is going to pop out and look for the ball. It should look something like this. Here's our 5. He turns around and he up screens. And the number 2 is going to set up the screen by faking inside and then going outside for the ball. If he doesn't get it, he's got to curl to the outside. Then number 4 is going to go set a screen for the 5-man. So he comes across diagonally. Our number 5 guy, he's going to come off the shoulder and look for the ball and cut in here. And so he will look for a pass. Our number 3 guy, he is our safety valve, so he will run back here. And the very last part of the play is number 4. If nothing else happens, he flashes directly to the ball. The next play is called Power Wedge, or PW. And on Power Wedge, we have a double screen for the number 2 man. So 5 and 3 both come over, and they set a double screen. And this is what it should look like. 5 comes over diagonally in 3, and this all happens at the same time. The number 2 man sets up his screen by going down, comes back around and flashes right for the ball. And so our first option is right here with a pass. If it's not there, the number 2 man has to curl out. And then what happens is the number 5 immediately turns and comes down and screens 4's man, and 4 curls around 5 looking for our option number 2. If that's not there, our 3 always drops back. He will be our safety valve for a long pass. That's Power Wedge. The last play that we have out of a box set is called DL, or down low, and that's because it focuses the attention between 4 and 5. 3 is going to be our safety valve, and he just runs over here. 2 pops to the corner, and 5 turns and sets a screen for 4. So he comes over and screens the 4-man. The 4-man sets up the screen, comes directly to the ball. That's pass number 1. That's option 1. If that's not here, number 5 turns and pins his man out, and that's option number 2. If that doesn't work, we look to number 2 and a safety valve to number 3. Our next 2 plays are from a stack set, and this one's called DT, or downtown. And on this one, the first person pops out to the right, looking for the ball, and our third person from the bottom flashes to the hoop. So that's the first option. If he's open, we give the ball right there. If he's not, he gets out of the way and starts to curl back here. The 5-man turns around and comes up and sets a screen. The 2-man is going to set up the screen, come off this side. This is our number 1 option. This is what we're looking for. And if he's not there, our 4 is our safety valve. And number 5 does one last thing. He turns right around and comes back to the ball. And that's downtown. Our second play from the stack set is called DB. And on DB, the third person up, number 3, pops out to the right. Number 2 comes down, and actually both of these guys turn. 4 turns and 2 turn. And number 5, he's going to turn around and he's going to run off of this double screen. So he's going to come this way and he's going to hook around this double screen and come right back to the ball. So that's the first option. That's the first screen. And if he doesn't get it, he clears out, and probably he'll start to come back here for a safety valve. As soon as that happens, number 3 comes off the same double screen, so sets it up, comes around this way, calling for the ball. This is number 2 option. And then the last option is where number 4 turns and goes straight for the ball. And that's DB. Here's our play called OB, and this is for out of bounds if we were going in this direction down the court. Okay. And the first move is that 1 and 2 come up and set a screen. And 4 and 5 break down court looking for the ball. Okay. If they don't get the ball, we have number 2 turn and set a screen for number 1, who runs off the screen down the sideline. And so that's pass number 1 is right there. If 1 does not get the ball, then number 2 simply drops back and we give a pass in. And that is OB for out of bounds.